Okay, just at the beginning of this video I just want to show you something. With this K2 meter, this phone is not on flight mode. Bring it right up. It's not setting off the K2 meter. And if I shake it, the little jolts, it's not going off. Alright, just remember that as you're watching this video. Hey guys, I'm just going on a little walk through our local cemetery. Got the K2 on. So just testing out this little rod thing that decided to try and stick it to. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was a bit of bouncing that I was doing, but this place is very muchly haunted, if you want to call it haunted, very spirited. Okay, so hello there. Now, immediately as I've come in, a massive cold blast. And it's not going well. Let's move it around a little bit there. Interesting.
Is it going on?
Yeah, mad. Yeah, now this cemetery we come to quite a lot. And we're actually just coming here for an evening walk. I'll put this down for a sec.
Charlie, can you walk closer to it? He's backed off now.
Oh no.
There you go.
G'day.
How you going?
It's just switched off.
The camera.
Oh.
We had a radio station interfering around. Charlie, can you make it go to yellow?
But anyway,
There we go.
hello.
You hit it up to the red, Charlie?
If there's any spare around, can you take it up to the red? If you've seen us here before, can you take it up to the red?
It's Charlie.
Okay, you're right.
It's Charlie.
Rightio.
Charlie, if it's you, can you take it right up to the red? There you go.
Okay, cool.
Charlie. That's who it is.
Alright,
He knows how that works. He's done this before.
so what's actually happening is
Came down to look at
we've
the
been to this cemetery quite a lot before, and we'll go up to Charlie's grave. But when Charlie sees us, he gets a little bit excited and he starts the K2 off. So it's following us around a little bit by the looks of it. We'll head over towards Charlie's grave.
And have a look at the baby.
So, hi Charlie. Now Beth's actually holding one of her dolls with her, which quite often attracts spirit. Now, through this cemetery here, there is no electricity running apart from a light to that rotunda, and there's no real main electricity. So the K2 should not actually be going off unless there's some spirit activity. Now, this is a very old cemetery. It dates back to the 1860s. And we've encountered a lot of spirit here on our visits.
They might be the ones we put there last time.
Now, this is Charlie's grave. I'm just going to pop this down. Do a little bit more of an adjustment on this. The arm's a little bit flimsy. Okay, so now I've just set it. There's no reason why that K2 should be going off.
No.
So, hello Charlie. How are you, my friend?
Just reminding me I'll come to bring the scotch. Yeah, see?
Charlie is an entertainer back in the, was it 40s, 30s, 40s, 1930s, 40s. This K2's just going berserk.
Yeah.
Is that you, Charlie? Light it right up if that's you.
There you go.
Yep, there you go. How on you, Charlie? Nice to see you again.
I keep telling you I'm going to bring you scotch, but I never do.
Are you going to follow us around?
You coming with me?
You going to follow us around for a walk?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Always follows us around.
No worries. Okay, we're just going to keep walking so you can come and walk with us, Charlie. Nice to see you again. Some nice old graves in this cemetery. Starting to get a bit darkish, and that's okay. So a little bit of a sliver of a moon in the sky. And yeah, it's a sad thing that looks like there is a lot more vandalism around.
Charlie, did the mongrels come back and knock all the, and vandalise the graves? There's the mongrels in there.
Yep. Bunch of kids,
Yeah, hold it straight for me.
bunch of teens.
No. Yeah.
Yep,
there you go.
bunch of teens.
Bunch of kids.
Sad thing.
They've done a bit of movement.
And it's sad because it is a lovely looking cemetery too. It's a very peaceful place. Apart from Charlie,
No, Charlie's always.
who runs the place virtually
He
now.
makes me at the gate.
Yep.
He makes me at the gate, Charlie. Charlie, we met Charlie on the first investigation I did here.
Yep, it was the very first investigation we did here. We came across Charlie, and it's quite a character, and you can see that on some of our earlier vids.
He likes a smoke and a drink, don't you, Charlie?
This arm keeps dropping, so I just have to do a little bit of periodic adjusting to it. Just trying to adjust it a little bit so it sort of sits a little bit more okay.
Charlie, you like a smoke and a drink, don't you?
Charlie likes a smoke and a drink, don't you, Charlie? A little bit of a flash.
Yeah.
Cool. So, we didn't really come here to do anything in particular. We just came for a bit of an evening walk. We normally go out for an evening walk, usually around the lake somewhere, or the gardens. And we like to come here from time to time too. That's basically all we're doing. We just thought, well, bring the camera.
Charlie, can you see Cruiser? Pop it on the ground for a second.
Hey?
Pop it on the ground for a second.
Okay.
Can you see Cruiser with us? Trying to work it out.
Would you like me to light up a smoke for you? Yeah? Cool.
Flash.
That's cool.
You know those things will kill you, Charlie. It's bloody late for that, he said.
Blow a bit of smoke your way? Yeah?
It's a bit bloody late for that, isn't it?
Would you like to set off the meter once it...
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
bloody late for that.
Okay, so as you can see, I've got the tripod on the ground now, and yep, and you know, so I'm not moving it, so it's not any movement or anything that's causing the K2 to light up. Can you
He's done
I was just going to say, can you light it up for us again, Charlie? And he just did. It's like he reads our mind. So he comes forward. He's worked with the K2 before, and it seems like it's following us around the cemetery. So, alright, we'll keep on walking.
Which way should we go,
Go up.
Charlie?
Keep going straight down.
Down, or should we go towards the back? Go the other way.
Down to our right, we've got all the Eureka graves dating right back. Again, bit of vandalism. Sad thing to see.
Knocked all over the the monument.
These kids get here, you should give these kids a bit of a kick up the arsehole. What do you reckon, Charlie?
Should scare the crap out of them, Charlie. You know, give them a bit of a shove, tap them on the shoulder. Yeah.
Yep, sounds like a good idea. Give them a bit of a scare.
Yeah, give them a bit of a shove. Tap them on the shoulder, say boo, rattle some chains. You know how it works.
Do you do that? You give them a bit of a scare?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rattle some chains, Charlie.
Still with us, Charlie? Yep.
All I can hear is, hello my darling, hello my baby, hello my ragtime girl.
Can't remember the era now, but I think it was the 20s, 30s or 40s. Charlie was he was an entertainer.
He was a poet.
Worked here at the theatre centre. He was a poet.
Filmmaker.
Bit of history about him. Filmmaker.
We actually found him on YouTube.
We actually found him on YouTube.
Yeah. Actually
We
found him.
communicated, well, Beth picked him up, communicated with him.
Said, yeah, I pick up all the good sorts, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, she picks up all the good sorts. And she got his name Charlie, and went from the rotunda where we picked him up. And just as we stepped outside of the rotunda, a little bit to the left was a grave by the name of Charlie Taylor.
He wasn't known as Charlie.
It wasn't known as Charlie, but
That's what we call him. That's what I call him.
and that's what happened. And she'd already picked up with her senses that he was an entertainer.
Like
He liked
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, all sorts of things. And when we found the name on the grave, we did a little bit of Google research and found out that yes, definitely a Charlie, definitely the right era, and definitely like Frank Sinatra.
And I found a YouTube
And,
video of him reading one of his poems.
We did, we
at
found a YouTube video of him reading a poem.
at a poetry slam.
So that was pretty cool.
Don't have to scare her though. The kids will pick on the
I'll have to turn the light on here a little bit. Starting to get a little bit on the dark side. Well, we thought we'd just try and get a little bit of a walk in before it starts raining. Expecting some storms tonight.
Yeah. The legs aren't working for us,
We'll pop you down for a minute once again.
Can you go up to the red mate? He's getting tired though.
Thank you.
Why are you so surprised it's going off? It's
It's just checking out and make sure it's not anything to do with the thing, but I've got everything stable and there's no reason why that should be going off.
Yeah, he's trying to show. He's trying to. You're being an
It's
idiot.
not going off with the phone because we've checked out the K2 meter with the phone and it doesn't go off with the phone. So we're getting a lot of interaction here.
Step back a sec. Charlie.
Turn the light down a little bit.
Were you a poet?
Loud.
Yeah. Charlie, were you a poet? He's getting tired. Yeah. You're a poet. You write poetry. He's getting tired. Yeah. You write poetry.
Okay, you're going to come for a walk with us?
You don't have to light it up if you don't want to. You're getting tired. I can feel your energy dropping, mate.
I'm going to light up put the light on a little bit more so we can see a little bit more. Come for that walk with us?
And get your hand off my bum. I didn't like that. There you go. No. Do you put your hand on all the other ladies' bums when they walk in here? Or is it just me? Yeah.
Just you.
Just me. Because I attract all the good sorts, don't I?
Here's a sad little one.
They've knocked it. That's
It's a bit sad it's been knocked over.
They're trying to clean it up though.
They are.
They are trying to clean it up. It'd be a shame if they had to lock the gates at night.
Well, thing is, even if you lock the gates at night at a cemetery, people are going to jump over if they really want to get in.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
And just so everyone knows, my phone that's in my bag, it's also on flight mode, so that's my phone.
I'm just going to turn this off for a little bit, Charlie. Just because I'm turning the light up a little bit more. Yeah, that
doesn't have a good vibe.
that's definitely dropped, that one.
Yeah. And there's
Patricia Hannon
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
and Anne. 1916, 1906 and 1916.
That's the coffin. That's the remnants of the coffin. That's not good. Someone's working it. That's the remnants of a wreath on the coffin. We'll give them some privacy. Apologies, love.
So there's a lot of people that have come over from Ireland, a lot from County Clare, Kilkenny, from Clare again, A lot of Irish came out to Ballarat. As did the Germans. A lot of Germans came out. A lot of Americans. A lot of English.
Whoa. Someone just gave me a shove.
Did you get a shove?
Yeah, from the show, yeah.
Oh,
Someone gave me a shove. That's not very polite.
it's not very polite to shove a lady.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I just saw someone running across there. I thought they were walking their dog until I realised they were dead.
Quite often we see shadow figures running through the cemetery.
Doesn't normally startle me
And,
like that.
Normally it doesn't faze us, but it just startled Beth there for a minute.
Keep walking the dog.
But it's quite normal for around here. We've seen a child running around.
Yeah, there's a little boy.
There's a little boy that likes playing pranks. He hides behind some of the headstones. We've seen a lady that walks through the cemetery in period gear. It's Charlie, of course.
A couple of World War I soldiers.
Yep, a couple of World War One soldiers too we've connected to in this cemetery. Down the bottom end, which you won't be able to see now, but there's a Chinese section as well. There's the Eureka section, which is the soldiers.
Write me a love poem in the Eureka section.
Yes.
We're doing automatic writing.
Yeah, that's right. We did a little bit of automatic writing in
He
the
dictated a love
Eureka
poem.
section, and the spirit dictated a poem. So there's all sorts of things that, you know, we get up to when we're...
Yeah, Charlie, it wasn't as good as yours.
She's starting to get quite cold tonight too.
The temperature in the cemetery is always colder than the temperature outside the cemetery.
Quite often wherever we go, we've always got spirit following us because they can pick up on our auras and they sense that we are very spiritual people. We are able to connect to them and communicate with them. They sense that, and quite often we'll turn the cameras off and we'll do a lot of stuff behind the scenes talking to spirit.
Charlie says, "Did you got that box thing we like talking to? Got your thing?"
Charlie's used an Ecophonics and he's used a spirit box as well.
He used Project Paranormal too.
Project Paranormal was another app we've used, and he came through on that one as well and spoke to us. As I said before, tonight our main aim was just to go for a bit of a walk through the cemetery, as we always do an evening walk somewhere.
Someone's standing on there. Pretty sure they're not live. They're right down the end of the park.
This is the Eureka's Diggers area. There's a memorial at the end.
Someone's standing there.
We're not going to go up that way. It's starting to get a little bit cool.
It's the ground's a bit funny.
And I'm hungry, so we need to go home and get some tea. But it was nice to have a little walk through here anyway.
Someone is giving me a shove. Charlie, can you deal with that over there, please?
And Beth just got herself a little bit of a shove. So whoever that is, fuck off. It's as simple as that.
Charlie,
Don't bullshit with us, otherwise I'll kick your butt.
it's not a playful shove.
Why don't you try picking on me, you little bloody wuss of a thing. Have a go.
It's not a playful shove, it's an aggressive shove. You know, you get little kids that push you, but it's just a playful thing. This one means business.
Well, it's just another wuss.
He's standing down there.
Why don't you come and have a go?
I don't think he's going to.
Come and man up. Have a go at me. I'll kick your butt.
Oh,
Right, well you stay down there and fuck off.
I haven't met him before. I don't think he's part of the cemetery. I think he's a know him.
Yeah, you come and feel my aura. I don't take shit, mate. Rightio. Anyway, onward we travel. Yeah, he's not a...
'Cause I don't
Regular.
get none. Daddy,
But you get that in cemeteries, or you get that wherever you go. Sometimes you get a spirit that's not a regular,
he thinks he's a big man.
and
Just so you know, mate, I really don't need Rick to speak for me. If you pull my wand out, you'll bloody well know it. Zap you square on the ass.
it's quite funny actually, because from behind me I feel a lot of anger, but not going to walk forward now that we know he's here.
Yeah, Charlie's kind of got his crackles up too. He's not afraid.
And that's the thing, once they recognise that you know that where they are, they're not going to come forward because
he's not part of the cemetery. He's a blow-in from
yeah,
someone.
he's not part of the cemetery.
You know,
We know most of the spirit that are around the cemetery.
that's where the portal is that moves. Under the tree there?
Yeah, there's we'll just go over to this tree here because this is intriguing.
Because the Spanish flu, the mass grave is over there. It moves around from there.
Yeah. There's a video we put out a little while back, and if you go back through our vids you'll see it, and it was to do, part of it was we filmed this tree here, and there's an intriguing portal. I'm just going to pop this down. Let's move that up a little bit. I don't know if we were recording. So this area here has got a very strong energy. And this camera is turned off a couple of times while we tried to record here.
Sir, can I ask you a question? You don't wish us to record here. There we go. That's why he's turning it off. He doesn't want us to record.
Cool. That's alright.
With all due respect, sir, we'll leave you be.
We'll move forward. You with us, Charlie, still? Yep.
He'll
Cool.
leave me at the gates.
Yep. We're going to head towards the gates, Charlie. So
Usually
we
leave
just
me where those
wanna-
pine trees are.
thank you. Oops. Lift this up a little bit. Just want to thank you for saying hi to us.
Just saw someone else walk through there.
We got another spirit walking through there. Oh no, there's a person
There is
walking
a
through
person.
there.
Is there a person?
Yep, there's a person walking
Okay,
through there.
I'm
Here in a
not
high vis
crazy.
jacket.
I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy.
Oh, damn.
That's a living person.
Oh good, that's a living. Just so much better.
So we're about to leave, Charlie. Thanks for being with us. And you know we'll come back. Say good day. We always do. Stop it for
This is where Charlie leaves me. I know it's the next one he leaves me. He still is.
There's always a lot of walkers going through the cemetery too.
It's kind of hard to tell which one.
Tonight's been pretty quiet. We've only had two.
It's kind of hard to figure out who's alive and who's dead.
Yeah, and the rest of them that we've seen here tonight are all spirit.
This is your chair, Charlie. This is where you get off.
Just pop this down again. Let's do a little adjustment here if we can.
This is where you get off, Charlie. Yep.
Okay, thanks for being with us, Charlie.
I'll see you again soon, mate.
We'll see you again soon.
Kisses.
Cheers.
He's gone.
Bye.
He's headed back up that way. Put the camera up that way. We might get him on film.
well, that ends our little walk through the Ballarat Old Cemetery. It's just a quick little walk, just down the main track.
Only if you're a runner.
It's a very interesting place.
It's always good to have friends and all sorts of places.
And interesting to see how the K2 went off in that little walk we did.
Thank you, everybody. Stay safe.
Thanks everybody. That's it. Everybody needs to stay here and not follow us home. Thanks very much. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little walk. Time for us to sign off and we'll see you again. Bye.